okay? Now here's where my kind of how the presentation starts is probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I heard a guy say this. He said that if you're not using data to drive your decisions and paid traffic to grow your business, you're dead. And the importance of that to me was someone one time asked me how I had gotten really successful in one of the businesses I had done in direct selling, and I'd had like 42,000 customers in this thing. And he goes, "How'd you do it?" And I had no idea. I actually couldn't give him a legitimate answer, okay? So what I did is I just said, well, that's a good question, and man, that would be kind of cool. And so I've been following marketers and stuff like that, and I started hearing this thing called case studies and reverse engineering, right? So I decided that I was going to reverse engineer my business, and I was going to break it down, and I was going to look at everything, because I figured that if I could identify like some trends, some things that were working that I could focus on, that might be the most important thing, where I thought this was the most important thing, but data told me that this was, then you can change things. Does that make sense? In business, and I'm sorry if I rattled this off too fast. In business, they call it like pinch points. Okay, so like I know that there's a certain process when I'm talking to somebody about a business, and then they have to go to the next phase, and then they have to go to the next phase. If it doesn't work here, I need to know that, right? That's how you get your business to flow. You got to test stuff. Also, just the tip, this isn't in my slides, it just popped in my head. Fail fast. As fast as you can, fail fast. And what I mean by that is too many people try to get everything done right, perfect, and so on, and it doesn't work. Do you need a chair? You guys need chairs? We got a couple right here. You can pull those, like pull them out and hand them to them, or we got some over here. Feel free to have a seat. Yeah, or you want to stand? You're good. Okay, we'll hand that chair over there. Thank you. But don't be afraid to fail. Like, you have to learn how to test stuff, okay? Now, here's the great news on some of the stuff that I'm going to go over with the ads and stuff that I run. You can test everything, believe it or not, on Google, Facebook, and YouTube for like as little as like $5 a day, okay? And you will actually get enough data back to tell you some things, if it makes sense, okay? Now, perfect example of a business that's probably figured this out. How many of us are familiar with McDonald's? Everybody, right? Are they the greatest hamburger you ever had? Thank you for being truthful, okay? They figured out that it estimated that it cost them $1.91 to get somebody to go through their drive-through. During that, they typically understand that somebody, if they bought just a hamburger, which was their main first thing that they focused on, they would make 18 cents profit. How the heck do you become a billion-dollar company with an 18-cent profit? What you do is, what's the next thing that somebody says on the speaker? Would you like an upsell with that? Okay, think like this. Fries and Coke upsell was an average of $1.77. They now profit $1.32. That's an 8x profit on that. Okay, the reason I point this slide out is you have to start thinking like these people think. Okay, you have to adopt these principles of what people are doing to get that. So the big question is this: if I gave you $2 for every dollar you gave me, how many dollar bills would you give me? Not a trick question. Say it louder. Many as I can come up with. Believe it or not, you can actually get to the point in some cases in your business that it's literally a license to print money. Like I have a couple things that I've been working on myself that literally I can put $1 in and $5 comes out. And then I just do it as fast as much as I can. Now there's obviously trends where I hit like a target market of some sort or whatever, and then it'll kind of peak because I hit that niche. Does that make sense? But then you figure out the next thing you're going to market to them and so on, okay? So it's literally, you can do that. The cool part is you can be extremely creative in these aspects. Okay, this slide's up here because some of the stuff I'm going to go through I'm expecting is going to go over your head. So it's going to feel like, that it's info overload. Understand that I have done this for a long time, and I was just like everybody else that didn't have a clue. Okay, you ever done anything for the first time? Is it intimidating? Is it scary? Is it hard? Absolutely, okay? Understand too, the stuff that I show you, you can outsource. You can pay somebody to do it. It's just important, I think, that if you start to understand the bigger picture, the journey that somebody takes, it'll really help you kind of do your business. I'm going to start with kind of easy way to reverse engineer as a case study, okay? Basically, I'm going to show you what I use, how I automate like my process. And again, This can be anything that you're selling. You want to sell you got an idea to sell your book, you can do it like this. You have a jewelry business, you want to sell jewelry, you can do that. Shampoo, coaching programs, anything applies to this. And they call them funnels is what they call them, okay? Now here's something that changed my life also. It says automation is to your time exactly what compounding interest is to your money. What a lot of people don't, what a lot of people see me they look at me and they see me online and they see all my videos and YouTube and they think I'm so busy, right? They're like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you. I can literally sit at my house. I could sit on the couch all day and still make money. Do you know why? Go ahead, say it. Say it. Thank you. Say it again. Automation. I figured out how to do that. Like it's just an assembly line. If you create these things correctly, they're it's automated. I will give you guys access to like that very first. If you wrote that email down, the one that says Healy.click the one that said webinar, that gets you on my email list. If you want, you can watch it. It is targeted towards networkers, a lot of it, but the second, I think it's the second automated email that comes out. I actually send you the PowerPoint in it. Okay, so you can do that. And also, if you guys want to, real instant notes, you're welcome to take pictures of these and stuff like that. With your camera, things like that. Just something to help with. Okay, so this is really kind of the way you structure your kind of your funnel, and I'll explain each section of it in a second. But really, what it is you're looking for people that you're going to educate them on the stuff you have to basically close the deal. That's really all it comes down to. It's not really complicated. You just have to think this out, okay? Now, this is something that you have to really, if I was to say study a slide, this is a slide to study. Because a funnel is a series of pages put in a strategic order where the goal is to take your customer on a journey that makes them most likely to go from a prospect to a customer to a client. How many of you think it would be a lot better to be talking to the right people at the right time about the right things? Right? Okay, too many people throw mud on the wall and hope. The other thing too, the power of using what they call funnels, which are pages converted, is websites typically will make you broke. Funnels and strategic customer journeys will make you rich. Okay, there is no other way around it, because typically people throw websites together, and just hear me out on this. You can go to Fiverr and have somebody put a nice website together for you for like $20. Okay, don't be paying people $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 unless you're in that niche there. I'm sorry if I just ruined your job. But do you see what I'm saying? Sorry, but you don't have to. Oh, there it goes right there. Okay, but I'm saying is you really can't. I mean, I figured out WordPress, and you can get a WordPress site for free and throw some stuff together on that and things like that. And so just what I'm saying is, but this is really, really important, because you have to first off, and I don't think I have this in the slides, you have to think about the one thing most people do not take the time to do is, and you got to write this or remember it, is identify your target market. And the more niched you can be, the better off you will be. Okay? The more niched you can be, the better off you will be. Well, everybody should use my soap. Well, that's dumb. That's wrong. That's not, you will just be, you'll get lost in the fold. If you niche it down to like people who are hyper on non-organic soap, cucumber juice, or whatever it might be, that's a niche. It's almost a cult following of that, a community. Okay, learn how to identify your target market of what your product, service, or thing you're trying to market to identifies. It's also really, really important. Okay, so here's what I identified. So back to my network marketing past is and I'm going to show you, because I created like a book, and it was kind of my entryway of kind of figuring out how to generate leads and get people interested. But during that process, I thought, well, I know how to make a phone call. I know how to take somebody to a meeting, the old school methodologies, right? And understand everything that I say, all of the principles always stay the same. Whoever tells the story the most wins, right? Whoever tells the story the most wins. But again, back to my automation, I was like trying to figure out how I could do that online. So it was just a discovery process. What I figured out were these 5 things. I figured out that if I could get traffic, drive them somewhere, capture information, build rapport, and then make a proposal. That's really the essence of a funnel. That's really the essence of a customer journey if you think about it, okay? So let's talk about traffic. Most of the time, people, when they're generating traffic, they take the hard route, and there's nothing wrong with that. And how many of you heard of keywords and social posting and all that stuff, right? I'm way, way, way too impatient for all that. Organic traffic is where you take the time to write things and so on, and it's a slow build. This is what I had to figure out because like I said, I'm not patient. I wanted to do stuff fast. Okay, quick question. You're hungry. Okay, I shouldn't talk about food right before lunch. I grabbed a bar on the way in here just so I had some juice in me. Quick question. You're hungry for corn. Would you rather, or in today's day and age, go out, find a field, dig the field, plant the corn, water the corn, wait for the sunshine, wait for the rain, and then grow the corn, harvest the corn? Or would you rather go to the store and buy corn and eat it? That is buy corn and eat it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because instead of just waiting for the algorithms to drive traffic to your site, go pay for it to drive them there. So what I do is I figured out how to run. I started out basically using YouTube and run it with Facebook and so on. Okay, so we'll get into that in a second. I'll show you the power of what you can do here. So what I did is I found traffic to target my market, and I'll explain that. And I had created, way back when, I created a book called Network Marketing Made Easy, right? My target market was what? Network marketers, thank you, not rocket science. So I'm offering them something easy, right? To make what are they trying to do easier, right? Not hard to figure out. So I did this. You know how I wrote that book? You ready? I did like 5 4-minute YouTube videos on certain parts of it. Prospect, contact, present, follow up, and repeat. Prospect, contact, present, follow up, and repeat. I did this thing. Here's how I prospect. I did a video of it. I then transcribed it on a free online transcription or not free, but it's like 10 cents a minute on Temi, Temi.com, Temi.com. And you just upload you just put the YouTube video link there, and within 15 minutes, you got the entire thing transcribed. Chapter 1, wrote the next video, prospect contact. Let's do a 3-minute video on contact. Let's upload it to YouTube. It became content there. I uploaded it on Temi. Chapter 2. You getting this? I'm not a good writer. I can barely put sentences together on an email, right? If you write me this big long dissertation, Stacy, my wife, what do I write back? Yes. Okay, true story. She said, you can't. That person probably took an hour to do that. I go, well, I'm not going to go quit what I'm doing to read this giant thing. Cliff notes, people, cliff notes. This is me. Okay, but think about this. Think about this. How easy is that? I don't know how to copyright, so I went through and I looked at it, and you can send it to Fiverr. Do you guys know what Fiverr is? Yes. Okay, Fiverr.com. You get anything done there for like $5, and then obviously have upsell. So it's fantastic. Fiverr is a place that you can actually outsource anything you can think of graphically. You can get videos done, copywriting done, voiceovers, anything you need. It's $5. Fiverr.com. It's phenomenal resource. Yeah, 5RR. So it's 2 R's. It's spelled Fiverr.com. Okay, so here's what I did. I drove traffic to this website that had my book on there, and then I captured their email, right? I just said, hey, opt in. I made it real simple. Just put an email address. Put your email address in. That's all I want. I don't want your name. I don't need your address. I don't need your phone number, nothing.
Now, did you have to pay for the capture page and the landing page?
I did. I use different systems. I use 2 primary things. One is ClickFunnels is a service that I use, and it's got an affiliate link. So if you need it, let me know. I'll hook you up. And then I use Lead Pages as another one, okay? And most of these are pre-done templates, which is nice. So they're already pre-made templates by guys that have been doing marketing for 100 years, and then all you do is swap your image for their image. So it's real simple. Guess where I got that image done? Go ahead, say it. Thank you. Fiverr, right? Now, here's the cool part is once you capture their information, you gave them a solution, a simple solution. The next important thing to me is building rapport. I build rapport through videos. I think video is the biggest thing right now, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Facebook wants to be the next YouTube. YouTube is massive, understand that, okay? But I build it through, I captured their information. They're on like what they call an autoresponder, so it's an automated email sequence where I send them basically like 4 or 5 things. And all each one is take a wild guess what each chapter was about. Prospect, contact, present, follow up, and repeat. So each video was about prospect, contact, present, follow up, and repeat. So I did the first one is prospecting from the video, from the chapter. Do you see how I just splintered that basically? And I do that. And then what they've done is this. You guys have heard the phrase, people do business with people they know, like, and trust, right? So using video to kind of just drip on somebody, I think is the best way. I'm more of a visual learner myself, so I like to have videos. And then obviously I make my proposal. The last video, hey, you've got here, you've seen my information, I know what I'm doing. I've kind of established myself as an authority figure because I got a book published, right? Anybody can publish a book, okay? By the way, anybody can publish a book, and you can do it in a weekend. I kid you not. And then you do make your proposal. So then I make my proposal. Basically, what is it? Hey, join me in whatever I'm doing, right? Or you can direct them somewhere. So in essence, so it looks kind of like this. This is my landing page, and I use a Google ad to drive traffic here. I've got a video on YouTube. I've got one on Instagram. I got one on Facebook. Make sense? Okay. Remember I asked you this? If I gave you $2 for every dollar you gave me, how many dollar bills would you give me? Just this funnel alone, basically, when I promote it sometimes I don't, depending on what I'm trying to get done. But if I spend $1 per lead, typically my leads now, because I figured out how to really niche down and target people very well, I'm driving my cost per lead down to like 10 cents, 10, 15 cents, which is unheard of, okay, in some cases. But here's the thing is if I get 100 people, and the reason I'm giving them a book, right, is I'm offering a solution to a target market that I can build rapport with, that may not be happy with what they're currently doing, that they might want to join the Healy team. Does that make sense? So it's real simple. So basically, if I run it through here, my profit is way, way up there, okay? All right, now so there's my network marketing experience. I also own a commercial energy consulting company. Okay, basically, we get commercial energy companies, and they give us our bills. We submit them. We do like a reverse engineering of their billing statements, and we drive their costs down, and we save them tons of money. And then the suppliers pay us. Basically, we're a lead gen for suppliers. Does that make sense? Okay, so I started this company 3 years ago because I'd done the same thing in a network marketing business. Okay, for somebody else. And I'm like, well, this isn't rocket science. I can just put my own thing together. So I got a few contacts I knew in the industry, and we launched this company. Now this is a little more elaborate funnel, but I want you to see something here. What I did is I did the exact same concept I did in network marketing. I created a book called Rich in Energy, right? That I was targeting people that might be interested in residual income. Basically, people get paid on again and again. They opted in. And guess what I did? I sent them a little 3-part video sequence, which was the chapters, right? Just a little quick video that I filmed in my bedroom. I didn't have the bed in the background. I had like the wall in the background. I see people that do videos like that. I'm like, come on, man. Work with me, people. So I have somebody that's completely generic that just piqued their interest for an energy book. And then I sent them 3 video series, educating them more on the potential. Obviously, I'm moving them. And my last video drives them to, hey, by the way, I started my own company. We're doing good. You should take a look at it. So I give them a presentation to my video, and guess what? They get in there, they enroll, and then I run them through another sequence. Yeah. Free. Okay. There's different things that you can do in funnels, and I'm not going to get into detail. And I will take questions afterwards. I'll dismiss, and then if you want to come up and talk to me afterwards, okay? But typically, most of the stuff, I always lead with what they call free lead magnet, is what they call it. Something of value. And in most cases, what I would recommend, the best way that you can do it is in some of these sequences, you might add let's say you're selling a cookbook, okay? And you offer the 5 best keto recipes you've ever seen, right? That's your free opt-in. You write that on, you make it in a PDF, you put a good cover on it, and and you throw it on a web page. And then you just drive traffic to people that are interested in keto. And I'll show you a keto ad I have in here. Guess what? As soon as they opt in for that, you're giving them what they opted in for, the 5, But you say, by the way, for $7, you can actually get a free download immediately the next 50 recipes I have on keto. Makes sense, right? So if it costs me $1 to get you to go opt in for free, and I get you to upsell, or it's called tripwire, upsell for $7, what happened to my traffic spend? How many dollar bills can I keep throwing at it? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a really, so you start thinking about this, and then you can tweak that. And then after they bought the $7 thing, that's the most valuable customer you have because it's a legitimate customer. Somebody trusted you enough to give up their credit card to transact with you. Now you're going to offer them a free, a coaching course for $150 on keto, a 30-day coaching course on keto systems or whatever. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? So that's how you start getting creative on that. Okay. Same scenario, book traffic. Okay. This is exactly what the funnel looks like from the inside. Okay. Somebody opts in. I say, thanks for opting in. I'm going to send you some videos. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, which is here. And then I say, basically go watch a presentation and join my company. Once they join my company, I do a training. I say, hey, get certified. And it's free to join my business thing, right? And what I'm doing is I'm weeding out everybody as fast as I can so what happens is somebody goes through our certification, I educate them on the, energy, deregulation, how we pay the people, how they can get leads, the whole 9 yards. And when they come out at the end, I set them up with a phone call with my business partner who does the heavy lifting. And we've got people submitting these massive accounts because I've weeded through everybody. I did it for free. It's all automated. So the time the guy comes out at the end, they go, hey, I'm actually a consultant for, this whole conglomerate of businesses. Like we have somebody that just submitted something a couple days ago that's enormous. It's like in the billions of kilowatts, like billions, which is like huge money, right? And it's just somebody found something online. People go search it out, kind of crazy, right? Am I talking fast enough for you guys? Take a deep break, Mike. Deep breath, Mike. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. What if you could reach millions of targeted people using all these things? I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to show you how powerful Google ads are. Every one of you have seen a Google ad. Every one of you has been pitched on it. How many of you guys saw any of the ads for the Provision Conference online? Did you guys see them? Raise your hands. How many of you saw? Guess who did that? That's weird. How is, coincidence? Like I get people go, I was the strangest coincidence that I saw this thing and it was an ad and it was you and I felt like I should call you. Like, yeah, that was a weird coincidence, buddy. I let them roll with whatever. But anyhow, okay, Google ads. Let's talk about that just for a second. Google ads are so powerful because you can target people on websites people visit, keywords people type in, videos people watch, and things people do. Every single thing you do on your computer or your smartphone is tracked. This TV is probably recording us right now, to be honest. Okay? Right, Tony? I'm telling you, there are no secrets. Your watches, every device is listening to you. Isn't it weird that you just talked about Dairy Queen a couple days ago, and all of a sudden you go back on your device and there's a Dairy Queen thing? That's just odd. How did that happen? Retargeting. Everything. How many of you guys have a Gmail account or Yahoo, right? Every single word you type in is algorithmically, is that a word?
Yeah.
Algorithmically recorded so that it just tracks you. That's why. So I can set ads directly into someone's inbox on Google because they typed in network marketing or energy deregulation, right? Powerful. Okay. The things you can do is Google actually will ask you, hey, what's your goal? Well, do I want to make a sale? Do I just want to generate a lead? Do I just want to get somebody to my business? Do I want to just let people know that I exist? Brand awareness and so on. You can literally pick all those things. Do I want to use it on search? Anybody ever gone to Google and typed in, a thing, right? First couple things, the reason those ads popped up is because somebody created an ad that you typed in the keyword that they are paying for and it popped up. Display, those are just the image ads. You've seen those little images that follow you around. Video, I love video. Video is one of my favorite. Video is so cheap. It's not even funny. Like it's just, you make a YouTube video, Be yourself, talk about what you're excited about, and drive a YouTube video ad to that. You know the ads that play in front of your videos? You go on there and you look for sewing solutions or something. Actually, perfect example, bought this coat 2 days ago because I wanted to look nice. This morning, I'm all excited, I'm a little nervous, I go to put it on, and they left the security thing on. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because I'm thinking, grab a hammer, right? Smash my coat to pieces. Stacy goes, go to YouTube. So I type in how to remove security thing, da-da-da-da, right? 3.3 million views on one guy's video. And in the front of it is a what? An ad. And you can actually monetize your own channel once you build up some stuff like that. So he gets paid because I watched his video. And it works. You take 2 forks, and we're not going to explain it, but you take forks and bend them apart and so on. Here's the other thing. You can be very targeted, geo-targeted, okay? You can target people in cities, states, demographics, breathing patterns, just about anything you can think of. You can pick times that you talk to people, okay? Devices. I only want this video, I don't only want my ad to run on mobile devices. Okay, maybe that's what your deal. You're selling a mobile app. You don't want it to run on computers or laptops or iPads. You can pick that kind of stuff. You can pick ages. Do you see what you see target market? Do you see why I started with figure out who you really want to niche down to? And all these great systems that exist today will show you where those people are at. You ever heard of fishing in the right pond with the right bait? There you go, okay? Google Display Network. See these web graphics? That's actually, you can go on Fiverr and say, hey, I need web graphics. I actually you just took a screenshot of a guy that was for $5 will make, those, or like $20 for a whole list of them. And they'll put them on the sides. Look at that. Google Display Network reaches 90% of people on the internet, more than 2 million websites, okay? This is an example. Here I am at Fox News. I went to Designer. It was a thing that could create ebooks. I was just curious about it. And the next time I went to Fox News to check it out, what was going on, this ad came up. It's called a remarketing ad. You ever been to Amazon? How many people have ever been to Amazon? You look at a pair of shoes or something, and all of a sudden it stalks you around the internet. That's how that works, okay? People that have high traffic volume websites sell this space on their web pages by just because Google's going to pay them, and then you can put your ads there. And they'll do it for you. You guys getting this? Yeah. You see why this is a license to print money? And you make them aware. You can actually go in and find out an audience. I'm going to skip that, okay? You can figure out who they are, what their interests are, what they're actively researching or planning. In fact, if you deviate from your normal pattern that you are doing on Google or anything, you will immediately get hit up with something. If you've been just doing certain things and all of a sudden you go search for, I think I'm looking for a mattress, new mattress. Need a new mattress, had one for 8 years, been married, trying to get a new one. Within an hour, you're going to start getting hammered with mattress ads because somebody target that you are now interested. You identified you're interested. Make sense? Yeah. Is that the most perfect customer to sell to? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Keywords are you can run ads that show ads on websites that contain your keyword. Think about that. So blog posts, people that write about these things, you can have your ads in front of those people. Target websites that talk about a specific product, and you can actually choose which websites that you want to put your ads on. It's crazy, okay? And I'm obviously, like I said at the very beginning, this is like overwhelm. But the ads you get in the middle, in Gmail, you can see these. Here's an example of a Gmail ad. Want a free copy of my book? If somebody clicked on it to open the ad, this is what the ad looks like. Download now. I want to do that. And this is what it looks like if it's open on their mobile phone. They click on this, download now, where do they go? That landing page, they opt in, email only, I start building rapport with them, okay? Got it. This stuff actually worked. This is an old slide from like 17, but I figured it's relevant. I want you to look at that right there. Wow. 71% conversion rate. Why? Thank you. Targeted market. That's now up into that's multiple thousands more, and it's still hanging right like around 68 because I've broadened my niche a little bit. Okay, it's crazy, but it's targeted. Okay, all right. Google Ads. We're going to skip over Google Ads. You can do anything. I think one of the most powerful thing is the ability to build. They're called remarketing lists, retargeting lists. Okay. Somebody goes to your website, they looked at it, didn't opt in, and they disappear. Okay? But the reason they clicked on it was why? They were probably interested. Because they were interested, but maybe they didn't trust you yet. They weren't really, I don't know about this dude. So with remarketing lists, you put these little snippets of code, is what they just give them to you, copy and paste, put it on your website, or have your programmer do it. And now anybody that ever visits it goes, as soon as they hit it, it does what they call fires the pixel, and it all of a sudden shows up as a lead without an opt-in. What if you could get leads without opt-ins? I now drive traffic to websites that don't even have opt-in options in it. Just because I just know that people are going to go there, they're going to get information. And
That's why you should never buy anything the first time you go to a website.
Thank you.
You click on it, then you leave, and then the next day they give you a 20% coupon.
Right.
There's a tip from someone who will be very thrifty. It's true. So if you go to some place, go all the way to the checkout. I'm just telling you ahead of time. If it's a nice big company, go all the way to the checkout, then leave. Literally within a day, you'll get a coupon. And do it again. And if they don't give you another deeper discount, buy that one. That's as low as I'll go. Okay, they just told you. All right. On my YouTube channel, I now have I think I've got over 21,000 subscribers now, over 2 million views. And here's the thing about a YouTube channel, and this is why I would tell, because now that I put this marketing course out that has all these different segments to it, I believe that the most important thing you can have as a business person or person in general is a YouTube channel. And here's why. Because I've watched it for years. For years I've been doing this. I think my first video I posted was 2008 of me like kickboxing a heavy bag or something like that, right? I had some heavy metal going on. I was hitting a heavy bag and I uploaded. That was it. But here's the key, is most people, because they're going to go back to a little bit, are going to only do business with people that they know, like, and trust. I always watch, and this is what got me the idea, is as soon as somebody saw an ad or something and clicked on something, I noticed that if I ran an ad of some sort over here, I noticed that all of a sudden my subscribes and my YouTube videos views went up. I was like, that's weird. What is going on? What is happening is people are going to learn about you. Can I trust this person? Are they legit? Is anybody putting out good content? Anything like that? Well, I'm not comfortable in front of a camera. Stay broke. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you what works. Like in so in network marketing, I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell you something. Network marketing, my first company in 1994, in 4 years, I personally enrolled 46 people. 46. I got into a company 45 days ago, and I've enrolled 111. And 95 at least of those people I never have even talked to. Do you know why? They know me, like me, and trust me, because as soon as they see an ad, see something, they seek me out, they go binge watch. I get emails all the time saying, hey, I went to your YouTube channel after I saw this ad on Facebook, and I watched all your videos. I really like what you're doing. The links are obviously in your video or underneath your videos in the subscribe line. I signed up with you. And then when I call them up, it makes them feel like I'm a celebrity or something. And guess what I'm doing? I'm just in my room with my iPhone filming videos. And I'm filming them on keywords, keyword topics, okay? Too many people are trying to be creative. This is not in this, I don't think, but I'm going to tell you a secret on YouTube videos. Write this down, because I was going to make a slide with links in it, but I had already sent this PowerPoint, so you don't get them. KeywordsEverywhere.com. This is the coolest tool. KeywordsEverywhere.com. If you go there, it will ask you, I don't know if it works on every browser, but for sure Chrome. What you do is you go on there, and you can actually click a button, and what will happen is now anytime you go anywhere on the internet, it will actually pull up the top keywords next to it that will tell you this. Why is this important? Do you know the search bar right here on YouTube? Okay. Somebody give me a product that they're selling. Travel. Okay, selling travel. I would go right here to YouTube and I would type in travel, and then I would push the letter A after a space. And all of a sudden the drop-down menu will show me the top 5 searched phrases, keyword phrases that tell me travel across the globe, travel America, travel Argentina, whatever, right? Guess what my next video is going to be? Hey, Mike Healy here, and I'm going to teach you about traveling across Argentina. I say it in there, and it's a keyword, and I write it in there, put it in there the way you're supposed to do it, and all of a sudden YouTube goes, they know that people search for that. I'm going to send it to those people. All of a sudden, free traffic. No, you don't even have to pay for it if you do it right. Okay? Keywordseverywhere.com. You'll just go to the website. It'll tell you what to do. It's just a plug. I guess a plug-in. Yeah, extension, plug-in, whatever. Okay? Video ads, I kind of mentioned those. As an example, here I am marketing my my energy company, right? I'm looking for people that want to generate residual income, business professionals, things like that. So I made a 53-second video on how to, different way to, like my whole pitch is, hi, my name is Mike. I want to thank you for checking out this video. If you're like the majority of people who watch this video, you're probably interested in a viable way to supplement your income that didn't mean how to, doesn't have to change careers, take on a second job, become an internet whiz, or push products on friends and family. If you get a second, take a look and watch this video. That's basically in a nutshell. It then takes them to an opt-in page where they can do this. I even let them click on it and not opt in if they didn't want to. I just did it. You know why? Because I got pixels on here and coded anyhow. Well, that was nice of Mike to not. He's going to give it to me anyhow. And then I take him here, and this is just a video of me just standing in front of some Mercedes and stuff like that. This was at an event. No, that was in an event I went to, and they were all lined up. I'm like, photo op. Right? It's kind of a cheesy thing, and I honestly, I tell you this, if you actually would, I read an article some guy did on this where he ran videos. He tested 2 videos. One was he went and rented a Lamborghini and did videos with that, and the other one he was just being normal, and the other one he was being normal was 60% higher, because they assumed that it was cheesy on the things. So remember that. Don't try to outthink yourself. Okay, but if they click on it, typically because the first video wasn't super cheesy and it was just me sitting at my desk, they don't mind the cheesy video picture. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just they click on it and I go in and I say, I'm sitting at my desk again, so I look at the same way that I was doing, okay? All right, let's show you the power of Facebook ads real quick. You log in, you create an account. Obviously, it's free to create an account. Like I said, all these ad platforms, you can spend as little as $1 a day, $5 a day, $1,000 a day, whatever you want to do. And again, you're only going to spend money if you're making money, right? Or at least break even. If you can spend money and even break even, you can own the world pretty much. You can do as much or as fast as you want. Okay, traffic. You can actually go in and say what I do. I typically only do either traffic, engagement, or video views in most cases. Okay, those are the things that I pick. Now, how powerful is it? What kind of targeted audience do we have at our fingertips? 2.1 billion, and that's probably old. 2.1 billion on Facebook. Okay, think about that. Every single bit of data that anybody ever writes about, clicks on, links, targets, watches, likes, everything is all tracked. You are absolutely building your profile on there, so you are the most targeted person. You are seeing relevant ads every time you go on Facebook because of your patterns. Does it make sense? Be that person. You can make ads with single images, videos, slideshows, collections. They're a piece of cake. You just take a screenshot from your phone, upload it on there. It takes a second and a half, and put a little text with some emojis, and off you go. Okay? You can go in. This is. I don't know who my target market is. Let's have Facebook tell us who your target market is. Wouldn't that be cool? Everyone on Facebook. All right. Well, I just joined networking. I want to figure this out. Who's the top networker I know? Well, a guy named Eric Worre. He's got over like 1.5 million likes on his page, 300,000 active subscribers. This is inside Facebook's thing for free. For free. I type on here. Okay, I want to run an ad directly to his group. How many of you guys seen fan pages? You're like, man, my fan page only has 5 people on it. I'll never make any money. I don't care about fans on my page. Could care less. You know why? Eric Worre's got 1.3 million that I can go target with my ad. I don't need an audience. I'll go find his. I'm going to throw bait in his pond. Hey, look, I got network marketing stuff over here. Do you see what I'm saying? Make sense? Oh, check that out. When you click on the page likes, all the relevant pages that are exactly similar to the targeted audiences you're looking for pop up these audiences as well. All of these. So I'll run an ad for $5 to I Love Network Marketing because they've got an audience of 25,000. That one's Eric's right there. This is just U.S. based too, by the way, okay? Obviously, you can go global. This lady's a real good, nice professional networker, huge audience, mostly predominantly women, 5.8. So I might run an ad with Stacy's picture on it to that group of people saying, hey, get my husband's free book or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Target those people. Here's a perfect example. Want to get customers for your network marketing business? Basically using the PowerPoint I'm showing you, I ran this ad, okay? It reached 307 people and so on, 2.4 thousand views, 2 shares, 80 comments, and I went on here. I can't remember if I put the spend on here. I don't remember if I put the spend on here. I spent like $40 on that thing and had all these opt-ins, and I sold this course, okay? Got it, okay? Keto, there's a Keto ad. This one was a mother load. I had no idea it existed. It was there, okay? Keto, hack your body in 60 minutes or less. So some network guy approached me about some keto product. It was a network marketing deal, so I got in. I was like, yeah, Stacy loves the product. And I'm like, I bet this would be a good product here. So I made a blog post that basically just had a few screenshots of people's before and after photos and links to go buy the product. That was all I put together. 199 shares. So I made this as an ad. I spent $40. And I set that I did that ad 3 years ago, and I still get paid every week off of customers that got in when I ran that ad years ago. Make sense? Yikes. Network marketing book, $30, right? You see what I'm saying? You can do the same thing on Instagram. Instagram and Facebook are joined. They're together. All right, so how do I get started? Like I told you I was going to pitch you at the end. Here it is. How do I get started? Showed you some of the powerful ways, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I basically put all these courses together is what they are, okay? And I'll show you what they, and this is how you would get to see the courses. If you just write healy.click/course, okay? I have a marketing funnel mastery course on here, and I'm not saying you have to get these by any stretch. We'll still be friends if you don't get them. I don't care, okay? But inside this, I've got like funnel maps, landing pages, funnels, lead magnets, things like that. Some of the funnels I actually use. You can just download, with the ClickFunnels. The Google Ads thing is a specific thing. So I have each one of these courses is separate if you want them separate. I go through all that, how to run the search ads, retargeting. I usually give demos too. Like I sit in front of my computer, so a screen record is what I'm doing. I'm just walking you through exactly how I set up an ad. No matter what, I would tell you if you don't get anything, get this one because I teach you how to set up your channel, customize it, SEO tools, how to put like end screen stuff, some other things to make your ad, your videos populate on the other things, best practices. Most important, probably one of the most important things is how to keyword your videos properly, how to create the thumbnails and stuff like that. And then obviously Facebook, I got all that stuff. So there's actually, if all the courses combined, are over 40 videos in each one. Typically I do get hired to do this. What's been cool is through networking and learning some of these things, I've had companies hire me to do stuff, which is kind of cool because I've been able to learn a lot of these things on their dollar. And obviously they get results, so they keep me on board and things like that. So it's been a really cool thing because I always think of how I could use it in my business and so on. I'm pretty expensive, just to do things in most cases. Blah, 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 blah. Most of the courses I sell for $4.95 each, okay? Or you can buy the entire bundle of all of them, which is $9.97. I do obviously have, but wait, there's more. Okay, I am giving a discount on any of the single courses, 40% discount at $297. You just had to add this code at checkout. So if you go when it goes to checkout, it'll say Mastery 40, and you get 40% off of them. Okay, but I did throw this together for the Provision Institute. The bundled course is usually 50% off of all of them because if you add $497 times 4 or whatever it is $995. But I'm offering a provision special of 50% off of that. So you can get all of them for that. You just type in the promo code provision, and then I have an expiration date on it. So, I figure if people use it or they don't, I don't care, right? So that's basically it. If you go to the page, what was it? Let me find that page again. Yeah, you got it, right? You figured it out? Okay. That makes sense? Yeah. Excellent. You guys feel smarter? Yeah. If you don't, that's on you. Okay, so anyhow, here's what I know is you're basically going straight to lunch from here. And then you eat, and then I think we're back at 1 o'clock. Okay, food's provided here, if I remember correctly. We're all good. But did you enjoy that? Did that make sense? All right, thank you. So Everybody have a good one. I'll see you on the other side.